The opinions expressed within the content of this podcast are solely of our guests and do not reflect the views and beliefs of WROK-FM Radio and Body Slamming Conversations, its hosts or affiliates. Those under 18, we ask that you enter the podcast with an adult.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Body Slamming Conversations. Clearly, I'm not Randy Stewart. He's feeling a little off tonight, so I'm Tracy Jones, the PWW Paranormal White Witch. I'll be substituting tonight, and if I had to substitute, couldn't think of a better night to do that because there's an incredibly talented, beautiful singer-songwriter that we're going to introduce you to, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katharina Santana. Good evening, hon. How are you?
Hi, I'm excited to be here. I'm a little sad Randy's not going to do an interview, but that's okay. You're cool too. That works.
Hey, you got a witch interviewing you, so.
Awesome. I felt like I needed to go grab my mom on the introductory, like, Mom, I need supervision.
Yeah, this is Randy's show. You can say whatever you want on his show. My show, I try to keep it at PG-13 at the worst. So,
yes,
anyway,
that's
tell
how
us
I
all
am.
a little bit about yourself.
Let's see. So I grew up in Colorado. I was born in, my dad was in the military, so Army. He was stationed in Stuttgart, Germany, when my mom was pregnant and had me there, which was where, like I was explaining before, I got my first name. Katharina was the street that they lived on. And so my name's Katharina. And so I didn't live there but a year. I was kind of a sick baby. I had jaundice. And I think they were supposed to do some kind of funny surgery or procedure on me if I didn't get well by 1 year old. And at 1 year old, boom, by magic, I was well already. So it was
wonderful.
From the start, I was special.
There
The good kind of special.
There you go.
Anyways, and then I guess I don't remember too much, from 1 to 4 years old, but I think we lived in Georgia for a little while. Then Colorado Springs, Colorado is my hometown. That's where I grew up and graduated from Cheyenne Mountain High School in 1997. And then I went to the University of Texas at San Antonio, and that's where I got to do a lot of my vocal lesson studies because I see a special person. Ah! Hi!
Surprise!
Hey, I knew that you were there, back there lingering.
Did you hear me lying on his I don't know where he is.
I'm helping Tracy tonight co-host because Randy's not feeling well.
Oh, cool. I get 2 instead of 1. That's a nice package. I knew something was up when you could see me eat popcorn and all that. I said, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Sean, you don't want her to know. Quit telling her stuff that only you could see.
I wanted to see what she said.
Well, when I caught on a little bit from when he said that Randy's hand was swollen, when Randy showed his hand, I was like,
Something's up. Something's amiss.
They're trying to play a trick. So yeah, Colorado. So yeah, I graduated. I didn't get to graduate college. I took that break that ended up being permanent because I never could get back. I fell back on the college bills or what, a bunch of reasons. And then, but yeah, that's where I studied music, and piano was my secondary instrument and vocal my primary. And right around then is when I started singing in the rock band. So I was performing since technically 18 years old, but I put on my biography 19 because I was really only 18 years old for like 2 months when I started. And then been doing it since.
Okay.
Yeah. Hiatus. I'm on a hiatus right now, though, from performing. Right now, I'm just focusing on my songwriting and releasing my music.
Okay. Tell me about some of the songs that you've written. What inspires you to write a song?
So I try not to focus on myself too much. I try to do storytelling. I'll listen to whatever the producer gives me. That's usually how it is they give me the material to write to, and then I'll listen to it and I'll listen to it. There've been a couple songs that are like a personal song, but not very many. Most of them are just like made up scenarios that are real potential scenarios about whatever, a person or something. But I just go off the feeling of the song, and then what I'll do is the hook, which is usually what kind of gets
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
really going. I'll get the hook, and I'll think of the lyrics, and I'll say, okay, well, what will go with that lyric? I almost write backwards. I'll write
Okay.
the the
Okay.
the, the chorus first. I'm like, okay, that sounds really cool. Now, what kind of story would go with this chorus? And then I'll make up the verses, per the rhythm, and then I'll write it. So I
Okay.
write
Okay.
backwards, I guess.
What style
Dyslexic,
of music
maybe? I don't
do you
know.
sing?
Mhm.
What style of music do you do?
Well, at the moment, I'm electronic dance music mostly. My very first song that I released in 2012 was like a bluesy, original, slow, like "Talk to Me, singing with me now." It was real soulful. Now I did like I've had three remixes of that so far, with a fourth remix coming on potentially within the next year and a half, because I want that song is special to me and I want to have a lot of remixes of it. But as of right now, EDM music, but I do have a special little rap song that's going to be coming out soon. So I'll have that.
Okay.
And I just did recently my first Christian song. So I can dabble into any genre. The only thing I haven't written to is a country song, but pop, dance music, ballads, that stuff is pretty easy. I'd like to do, I assume country would be just as easy because they're all mostly ballads anyway.
I
So,
just realized I've been mesmerized by what you've been saying and then listen to
why?
you singing and all.
Why?
I didn't introduce Sean. Now we
Yeah.
know who Sean is, but not everybody knows who Sean is. Sean Ellis is the founder of Eternal X Wolf Pack. Sean, I'm so sorry. I was just focused in on
It's
her,
all right. It's
and
all good.
so my bad.
Well, I am co-host tonight. One of my questions for you, Katarina, is: do you ever think in the future that you will write a song that has something to do with your life or someone else's life that you know?
Well, I have written, there's a definite one song, it's with DJ Self. It's called Seeing the Light. That was on Kaleidoscope Records. That song was a personal song. It was like a positive breakup song. Instead of like male bashing, it's more like I've seen the light. Now that you've
Okay.
been out of my way, I can see the light. That's a personal song. When I did write on my acoustic guitar, none of them are released. There were just songs that I taught myself how to play, and I actually I went through my lyrics a while back trying to find my old rap lyrics for the song I'm about to release. And I have pages and pages and pages. I mean, it's just disgusting how many pages. I could probably make a book of poetry of how many songs that I don't even remember. But they were always usually about me in college. But they were very depressing. I was pretty moody and depressed in college years. So if I was to
I think
release
that's
that
pretty much
song,
standard. You're supposed to be moody and depressed and go to college. That's the whole
yeah,
thing.
right. You gotta be emo. You got
Yeah,
so much
yeah.
going on. It's harder to be normal in college. So those were all, but nobody's heard those. I'm trying to think of another one that was about a friend, or there was an acoustic that nobody has heard. I guess really that's the only one that I can think of. Um, no, there was one other one that's about to release, that's getting remixed now. That is a personal
Okay.
one, and I won't blow the lid on who that's with yet because it's pretty
Okay.
well known EDM producer, and
Okay.
that's under the lid for now. But that song will be a
I don't know
personal
nothing
song.
about nothing.
I know nothing about that. You probably already know what it's called because you got ESP. You know what it is.
Yeah, it's a number one hit.
It will be, I bet. I have high hopes on this one because it's a really good producer.
Have you, I know you said you took a hiatus here lately from going out live and doing songs and stuff, but before that, were you singing in some dance clubs and locally or big places in general?
Locally and big places. I would do, okay, so corporate events, I would be with the band Switch, which we went by different names too, because we would do costumes. The main group of us was Switch, which was, we wore whatever cool thing we would wear. And then sometimes we would be the Big Band Theory, like a knockoff of that show Big Bang Theory, where, you know, I was the blonde.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were
Penny.
Big Bang. So we would kind of dress up and be those characters, and so that was the corporate gig stuff. And we would do great shows. Like we opened up for Loverboy for the WMMO Downtown Concert Series. That was a super big show. We did a lot of the really good corporate events that paid really good money, that had like really like decked out themes. Like there was an Alice in Wonderland theme once where they had like stilt walkers, and they had like a teacup party hanging from the ceiling, and just beautiful stuff. Like when you walked in, there was the big Cheshire Cat, and you walked through a tunnel. I mean, they had like big events. We played at Universal and Hard Rock Live. And then when I did do vocal fill-ins for the female vocalist of Trey Pierce and the T-Stone Band. Trey was the from Ohio Players, a 4-time Grammy Award winner. He was the main part of that band, and I would sing for their vocalist when she would be out or whatever. We would sing at like BB King's, and we would sing at a lot of Daytona Beach festivals and things like that. Cool. And then just regular little venues as well, like that were popular in Orlando, because it was mostly all in Orlando, off of Sand Lake. A lot of the really popular, because that's like a well-known, Dr. Phillips area is well-known, you know, for hot spots and things. And I would sing a lot on that strip. As well, when I did my original band, we did some cool things, some really hot rock venues back in Fort Lauderdale. We opened up for Jenna Torturers and for Crossbreed. Those are bands I don't know. Jenna Torturers may still be around. Have you heard of her, that band?
No, but that doesn't mean anything. You can't go by me.
She's kind of like freaky deaky. Like she does piercings on stage and stuff. She didn't do it the night that we opened for her, but she was kind of like I don't know if she did S&M things, but the show that we opened up for her, it was pretty PG. But she was well known for that type of stuff, hard rock, while doing those things on stage. Gotcha. We opened up for her. Gotcha. So yeah, a lot of places I've played. Universal Studios is the other. I said that already.
Is there somewhere that is like your brass ring that you can't wait to play?
I've always wanted to play at why am I going blank right now? It's on the Universal Strip. I just went blank on what it's called. Oh, House of Blues, thank you. Jeez. I never got to play that. I wanted to play House of Blues. That would have been cool. But like I would like to do some kind of major event, like open up for a celebrity or something. That would be really cool. That's on the bucket list.
Well, you know, the Rolling Stones are still touring, so they need opening acts.
I don't know if my genre would fit with theirs though.
What major celebrity would you actually like to open for if you had a chance?
Like Dua Lipa, maybe, because she's more or less kind of in the genre that I would fit. Dua Lipa would be awesome. She's well known. If there was a female, let me see who else, like male. No Doubt. If No Doubt was to tour again, I would do for No Doubt. Not, or even for Gwen Stefani, that would be great. Ed Sheeran, although he's more acoustic, but he's got his little funky poppy stuff, you know. I think I would fit in that. Those are just to name a few. What do you think? What, you've heard my music. Who do you think I would mesh well if I was to do with somebody?
Definitely blues. I do like some of the blues songs that you sing that I've heard. And I don't know. I can see you doing a peppy one with like Ricky Martin. You know, like
Ricky Martin.
Okay.
Something along that line. You know, I could see you doing something peppy like that. You know, or a duet with him or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Duet with Ricky. He's been hiatus for years and years now.
Yeah, but like I said,
Now it's time to haul them on out.
Maybe even Gwen Stefani, not Gwen Stefani,
Yeah, that's
but Gloria Estefan.
Oh yes, you know what? That's funny because Randy and his wife have mentioned on a couple different occasions that they feel like my music kind of brings out a Miami Sound Machine vibe.
Cool.
A little bit.
Have you got to hear anything, Tracy? I don't think Tracy's got to hear
yet.
anything.
Not yet.
Oh man, I wish there was a way to play it live here. I don't have the backing tracks so that I could sing them for you tonight. I'm just doing a cover song tonight for singing. Okay. But that'd be cool. I don't know, Sean, if you have a way to pull anything up.
I'm still learning all this podcast business.
I'm still on tweaking some odds and ends with things being twisted the way things are going right now. It's kind of complicated to get certain things to pop up. Even my intro to my show here has been tweaking a little bit, which is kind of upsetting me. But eventually, you know, like I said, we'll have you on the show again, and like, you know, and I'm sure Randy will have you back on this show eventually as well. We'll see if we can get something fixed, you know, to do that next time.
Yeah. I heard that there's a thing called, Star Maker can't rip your vocals out. I have to get with my producers and try to get them to take out the main vocals out of the music. And then that way I can just sing my part without hearing the background of myself in the back. So I'll have to do that so I can do these for the future podcasts so that people that haven't heard it before can hear it. Is there a chat room here? Have you seen anybody named Diamond in the chat room? I wanted to give her a shout out because
I'm sure she's on her way.
I haven't seen anything.
I wanted to just give her a special shout out because she lives in Las Vegas and she says, "Oh, shout me out." So I said, "Shout out to Diamond Har because she's a good old friend of mine from high school and she lives in Las Vegas and wanted me to say hi to her." So
she could very well be watching, just hasn't commented.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I wish I could. Like I said, Facebook and YouTube's been kind of having a little bit of technical difficulties I've noticed with my show as well. So it could be a little bit of things that's not showing up very fast as well. So they could be watching.
Well, I don't get to see anything on chat at all. You guys get to see that stuff. I wish I could so I can like write, "Hey, so and so, I see you. Hi." If anybody I know is online, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you guys tuned in.
Where can people get your music? Do you have it streamed somewhere, or do you have a CD out or anything like that?
No CD, no physical CD, although I probably could get those printed out, but nobody buys those. I'm on all sorts of platforms. I release my stuff through DistroKid. So what they do is they pretty much handle all of the affairs for all of the platforms. So you can stream and purchase my things on Spotify, on Apple Music, on iTunes, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Deezer, pretty much any platform that has music, I think you can search me on there. But the major ones that I named, you can find anything there. Oh, Beatport. A lot of people like to do Beatport. I'm on there. All the songs, even from prior to my DistroKid releases, a lot of songs are on there. I like to tell people, if you Google my name, it's funny, I have enough stuff out that if you Google my name, it's actually been organized on there for me. If you search Katharina Santana,
Okay.
Google has neatly placed it all in place. There's little icon drops for all the links on the top and everything. I was like, I just did one of those. You never do that, Sean or Tracy? One day, just Google yourself, Google your name, just to be curious to see if maybe a picture of you shows up or whatever.
Well, with the married last name of Jones, I can only imagine.
It's interesting because, you know, you find your show pops up all the time. Well, it should. Yeah, it should. So I did it before, and I just was shocked at all the stuff I seen. I'm like, wow, who and what did this? I even found a, what do you call it? An article that was done about myself that nobody had ever notified me about. And
Okay.
it was a really well done article, and it talked about my history and how well I'm doing now. And it was like a biography somebody wrote about me and about my music that I never knew about until I Googled myself. And it was the most interesting thing I've ever known. She stopped Googling herself as a kid.
Uh-huh.
Well, see, I do it because since I am in the music, I do it because I am in the music. I want to see what exactly are people seeing if they were to search me.
Sure.
And that's how I came across, wow, this is cool. So now I don't have to tell everybody, you know, write down the links, like all 12 of them. I don't have to write them or copy or paste them. I just say, hey guys, Google Katharina Santana, and like everything. And plus, you'll find on there interviews and biographies and music and everything. You'll find it all. It's kind of, it's cool, but it's creepy at the same time. Like, who did all this? You know?
Oh, I don't know. That's a conspiracy show. I'm not doing that.
It is though, because it's all organized and stuff. Well, it took a lot of work out of me for me to do.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want somebody doing a biography type thing with me and leaving it there. So, I mean, I got my little bio on my. Yeah,
of course. I've got mine too that I've written. This was more like a what do you call it? You know, when somebody does a review, like a music review of you or something on like a magazine. It's called, and I wish I can't remember the name of the link right now. No, not Integrate. Oh, whatever. I'll get my other phone and Google it, and I'll find it. I forgot the name of it, but it was like they do stuff on music.
Have you actually ever made it in a magazine or local-wise?
When I was younger, I was in a little magazine that doesn't exist anymore. But that was just, I got picked up randomly at like an audition last minute, and I did a couple little poses for the magazine, and it did a little mini bio of how in the past I wanted to be a sound engineer. And here's Katharina Santana. I think I was 17 and blah, blah, blah. She wants to blah, blah, blah. And that was like way back. So I have had some offers to be on it. Yeah, I used to want to be a sound engineer.
I said technically sound engineering to a singer.
Uh-oh. That was weird.
Lost her.
No, yeah, you guys all switched places. Tracy's over here now. You're on the top now. I'm on the bottom.
Yeah, so
well, you're the most important one, so all the focus is on you.
Yeah. So technically, like I said, a sound engineer into a singer now compared to what you wanted to be back then.
Just a second. For some reason, hold on a second. There's like a call coming in that I'm trying to decline because it's taking my Bluetooth. Okay. All right. Can you see me?
That was just Randy.
No, it wasn't Randy.
Actually,
No,
it wasn't
it was a
me at
friend of
all. I
mine.
was watching you guys.
You never know
I
when
just
he's going to
saw
pop
Randy right now. Come back, Randy.
up. I like the Looney Tunes background. Very fitting.
Is that what he had?
Yeah, you know, at the end of the Looney Tunes cartoon when they had that little, well, the little circle and circle and a circle and the twig would come out. So that's all folks kids.
That's it,
Yeah,
folks.
that thing.
Where are you, Randy? I keep seeing him almost pop up, but then he doesn't pop up. Just a second. I'm trying to get.
Uh-oh, I think she
She
froze.
froze now.
Oops.
That's because someone keeps calling her on her
Randy.
phone.
That could
It
be the
keeps
Rolling
raising-
Stones calling. You don't know.
What, Sean?
I was gonna say some reason it's starting to lag a little bit when everybody's popping in and out or stopping tonight.
That's her. That's someone calling on her phone. They're moving her around. I wasn't touching anything. I'm sitting here watching the show, and it's just bopping back and forth. So, you guys are doing great. I'm gonna take my Looney Tune ass out of here. You guys, go ahead and do your thing. Hey, matter of fact, we're gonna take a commercial break right now and get this out of the way. So, we'll be right back. Hang in there.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm excited to announce my new product, My Coffee. I get products all the time from entrepreneurs for my new platform, mystore.com. And when I tried My Coffee for the first time, I was blown away. It is the best coffee I've ever had in my life. I spent the last 4 months doing my due diligence, and this family-owned business micromanages every step from the fields to the cup to ensure the best quality coffee you're ever going to have. It starts with the beans that are grown in Honduras. Honduras's volcanic soil and humid climate make the perfect growing conditions for coffee plants, which produce the best beans ever. Then each batch is tested for its aroma, taste, and other aspects to meet the highest standards in the coffee industry. And after that, it goes into production, which is all done right here in the USA. It's like you're getting that small batch specialty coffee, but delivered right to your front door. So go to mystore.com or call the number on your screen. Use the promo code and you'll get your very own My Coffee for 25% off. You guys all know that I've traveled the country for the past year and a half. I've stayed in hundreds of hotels. I've tried every coffee out there. Well, some of the coffees have that terrible aftertaste, some that leave me jittery, or I get an upset stomach. Well, My Coffee is different. It's the richest, smoothest, best coffee I've ever had. My Coffee comes in a variety of flavors. You get them ground or whole bean. Plus, it's certified organic and non-GMO. I guarantee it'll be the best coffee you've ever had. So go to mystore.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code and you'll get My Coffee for 25% off. And I'm going to give you deep discounts on all my store products. That's mystore.com. It's my new platform for USA entrepreneurs. Please order now.
And we brought Israelis and Palestinians together at a political level.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America.
Poor Mike, you didn't look like you had a neck.
I like his commercials. They're funny.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, hon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I have the Bluetooth and then it's not working ever since the phone call came through and I could barely hear you guys. That's why I had it on before. Let me try again real quick to get it on because otherwise I can't not hear you guys. I didn't even hear the commercial. And then I didn't see or hear anything that Randy came on and said. Everything, all of you guys turned into a black like waiting circle spinning. What did Randy say?
Just introducing the commercials.
When Randy came on, he said something, right?
Yeah,
it would, but the commercials, nothing deep and philosophical. There
I
you
said
go.
now it's time to
Yeah.
take a commercial break. Can you hear me?
she froze. No, I thought she froze again.
Katharina. Hello,
Yeah, for some reason
Lucy.
my Bluetooth says it's connected and
What'd
barely.
she
I can't get my Bluetooth to work. I could barely hear you. Yes, go ahead.
You need to tell her she needs to put her phone on silent or not disturbed. That way she can hear because her phone's overriding the show.
Well, that's what I have it on. Do not disturb.
Okay, with that, I'm
I
going
have it
back
on
and
Do
let
Not
these
Disturb.
guys do the show here because I'm Looney Tuned out here.
I love that.
All right, so I'm just going to have to lean in so I can hear you guys better.
Okay. Okay. Did you used to sing all the time as a child?
Oh, yeah. Constantly. And if I knew then what I know now, which is that I was really good when I was a child, I would hit the notes perfect.
Okay.
And I think that I probably could have been a Disney, I could have been on Disney easily. I was really, really good.
Oh, I'm sure you still are. Have no doubt. I would love to be able to sing. I can't carry I see dead people all day long. I can't carry a note. I would love to be able to sing.
You do?
I'm a shower
You
singer.
see dead people?
Yeah.
That must be scary.
I was born with it. Every third generation in my family. So to me, it's just that's what it is. I was never taught to be afraid of it, and it doesn't bother me. And I get to see my parents, so it's a win-win for me.
They
Lost
Can you
you,
hear it,
Katharina.
Sean?
I got
can't
it to
hear
work
either.
finally.
Oh, good.
There it goes.
Okay.
Are we good?
What were you going to ask? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
What did you just ask?
Finally, the Bluetooth. I was gonna say they don't appear to you like how you see in the horror movies where they look like the way that they died. Oh,
They
okay.
can, but I don't allow it. I only let them present in their whole form. So, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
there were times growing up when I would see that. And I just said, no, you can't look at me like when you're like that. You have to fix yourself. So it just, it
Wow.
never bothered me. But yeah, it's not,
Oh.
Hollywood is just Hollywood. It's not all evil and satanic and demonic and all that other nonsense. So, but I
Yeah.
digress. This is
Yeah.
about you.
Very true.
What about you,
Very
Sean?
true.
Do you see? Because you've got the ESP thing too. So do you see them?
I've seen 2 apparitions in my life, full-fledged apparitions. One was my girlfriend that passed away. I've seen her and my grandma. Other than that, I see like energy that's in front of me. I don't see a full apparition normally. Normally, it's an energy form.
Okay. Yeah.
Makes for an
Well, I've
interesting
told you my
life.
story on your show.
Yeah.
Say
It
again,
was,
Tracy?
very interesting.
I said it makes for an interesting life.
I would think
At least
so. I would be scared of that.
nah, I'm used to it. Okay, if somebody's born, I don't want to say like it's a disability. It's not. It's a blessing. But if you're born blind, you don't know any different, right? So I don't know any different than
Yeah.
seeing what I see. So not, and I'm not saying that's the only comparison I can come up with that people are like, oh, okay, I understand that one. I get that one. So
So, and how do you know that they're not that they are not alive? How can you tell the difference since they look like normal, that they're not actually alive?
well, if it's somebody in the family that's passed, I pretty much know what I'm seeing. If it's a stranger out and about, there's this is going to sound so corny, but there's sort of like a little shimmer glimmer to them. Like a little, like an
Oh,
aura
okay.
about them.
I got
And
you. I
you
got you.
don't, yeah, you don't see them for like huge lengths of time, just enough to get the point across or to get your attention or something like that. I almost
Yeah.
saw Elvis put the shovel, but the shovel break. Oh my God.
What? Oh, Randy, you're wrong.
Put the cold medicine
I wish
down.
he can. He's drinking too much of that Vic. He made it into
Yeah, right.
Kool-Aid. Oh, wow.
So, do you have any plans coming
So,
up? Like, are you going to be recording again, or are you just strictly doing your writing right now?
no, I did just come out of the studio. Like I mentioned, I've got a couple songs that are releasing, getting ready to release. And I did just drop one down. I have to go back to do my second Christian song. And then the third song, I don't have to sing in the studio for. It's a song I had previously sang in the studio that all I did was hand him my vocal stems and he's going to reproduce everything. So I got three on the
Okay.
way. I really miss singing on stage. On stage is where I really want to go back to, but the time's not right because my son, his age, and he's autistic. So there's a lot going on with appointments and his school, and I'm a single mom doing it by myself. He did have sleep issues, so I might be able to pull off, because he no longer has that issue. I might be able to start looking into doing maybe acoustic shows.
Okay.
We lost
He
you,
went
Ken.
dark. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm thinking to go back to acoustic gigs. I might start looking maybe by the summertime, the beginning of next year, or after the summer when he's in school and I have time. I might start maybe auditioning some guitar players to see who I mesh with and to do some
Right.
acoustic shows. I wish I
Very
could do
cool.
it with Fred Chandler. Fred Chandler here in Tampa area. He's a multi-instrumentalist, and I sang in a band with him, the band 4X. Then I had moved, so I was no longer with them. But he is just tremendously talented on all sorts of instruments. He plays basically every string instrument you could think of. He'll
Okay.
bring out a lot of times his violin and everything. I mean, he's just tremendous. I would like to do it with him, but he's already got like 3 different projects going on. So I have to start from scratch and try to find a musician that's committed, because a lot of them talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk.
Right.
Has the time for it, and that we have a chemistry. Because the worst thing to do is work with somebody you don't have chemistry with, because that's happened to me in bands. And oh lordy, it's just it's like you fake it to make it on stage, and then you got to deal with all this side drama, and it's not fun. It makes it not fun.
Right.
So we'll see. Hopefully we'll be able to find somebody, like I said, at the end of summer, beginning of next year, because my son, he's finally sleeping through the night, whereas before he couldn't. So I now.
How old is your son?
He just turned 5. He's 5 going on 10, already answering back.
Okay. Yeah, my son's now 34, but he
Oh.
he has ADHD, a speech
Mm.
impediment, and executive brain dysfunction. So I understand a little bit about what you're going through. But
Yeah, the extra steps and the extra mile and all the different
mhm,
complications that
it'll all catch up. It'll all catch up. So,
whoops, keeps going dark. Is it happening to you guys?
now you just keep going away, but then you come back, so that's okay.
All right, good. I just thought it was just my phone. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, I'm looking forward to starting that. Let's see if I can get that ball rolling by next summer maybe, and I'll have show dates I can announce.
Okay.
Cool. You mentioned you dabbled with your guitar a little bit. Do you actually play any instruments? What's at all in general?
I mean, I know how to play enough piano to maybe fake it to make it after I practice, but I used to be more fluent. It's just that I stopped playing it for so long. It's kind of like a bicycle, and as you don't really totally forget how to, but the technique will go away. You will forget how to do certain fingerings, and then reading and playing at the same time. It's like you have to start it all over again, even though you do remember some of it. So if I got down and I learned something enough and put enough effort, I would probably be able to pull off a song. I could definitely write probably my own songs on there. Guitar, I can still write my own songs, but I really can't copy anybody else. Since I'm self-taught, I can't copy anybody else's songs. I don't know what the chords they are, the notes they're playing. I don't know. Everything was by ear for me. So that's a big no for that.
Okay.
Is there any
Very
particular instrument you would like to learn besides dabbling with those two instruments?
You know, one that would be really nice to play is the harp.
Okay.
I always thought the harp was nice. I couldn't take that to the stage, though. That'd be more of like an at-home, let me play my harp thing. If there was something to take out into the stage, I play tambourine. I'm pretty good at that. I guess it would be the keyboard, so that I can play my own keyboards while I'm up there. That would be cool to get fluent on the keyboard again. So I actually have a keyboard here, and I have been dabbling and trying to remember. But my problem now is I put nails on.
Is playing a keyboard a lot different than the piano?
A little bit, because of the attack of the keys. You know, on the piano, you can do a gentle, or you can stab hard. With a keyboard, certain ones that are more like a piano and not so much electronic. With real electronic ones, you can't. But the ones that are more smooth, that have like the piano sensation, are more like the piano. But when you have just a straight electric keyboard, it's really tough. You can still put a pedal on it and like do the pedaling, but you'll never get that true piano feeling sound. Even though it has the piano sound, it won't really have that sensation, feel, that tone, broadness that the piano has.
I envy people that can play instruments and sing.
Is there any particular one you'd actually like to learn?
Not really, other than the ones I mentioned. Not really. The harp, which you couldn't take on stage, but no, I've never really took it to interest too much in other instruments. I used to play clarinet when I was a kid. That would be fun to pick up again, I guess.
You could play a harp on stage with like a bluesy song. That'd be kind of interesting touch. I don't think anybody's
that would be
really
really different. That would be really different.
There you go. There's your hook. That's
my hook.
Yeah, that's your hook.
Buy a harp and you can play a bluesy song with it.
Yeah.
That would be neat. That would be neat.
It would definitely be different for sure. Because I don't think I've ever heard a bluesy song with harp.
There's always a first.
There's always a first. Yeah.
She could be the one too.
When you talked about the Big Bang Theory earlier, remember Sheldon's girlfriend? I can't remember. Amy Fowler, whatever. Amy. She played the harp. I thought that was
fun.
Pretty neat. Yeah, fun. That was on the show too. So technically, go ahead. Would that be hard to learn?
A harp? I would think so, because it's got so many strings. It's almost like a double string, because you got your left and your right.
Gotcha.
And it's got the tall, which is like the low, and it goes down. And I don't know what keys each side are on. I'm probably assuming that one side would be the root note and the other side would be the third, maybe. I'm just guessing. So that when you play, you're always doing at least a chords of 3 on each side of a trio.
Yeah, I remember Harpo Marx playing. Remember that? No, you're too young. You're too young to remember the Marx Brothers, but the one that didn't talk played the harp, and he played it beautifully. Absolutely.
I have heard of the Marx Brothers. Yeah, what's their famous song? There's one. I have heard of them, but if I can think of one of the songs that was popular, I can know. Hi, Rockin' Randy.
See my piano in the back? I'm in Graceland right now. That's Elvis Presley's piano behind me.
Ah,
And I share that with you. I will be playing tonight at Graceland for just a little while. I did almost see Elvis, but the shovel did break. So
Ba-dum-bum.
the only reason I'm singing here tonight at Graceland is I got fired from the pickle factory. I put my finger in a pickle. And they fired pickles too. All right. Katharina.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
So
Tracy-
funny.
Yeah,
You're
that's why I
right.
was like,
He is.
I'm out of here.
Way too much medicine, guys.
I think so.
I'd say so. Take
It has
it
that
easy,
NyQuil
man. Just a
treat,
little
yeah.
bit on the medicine, man.
Did you like that shot? Pickles got fired too.
I think I gotta agree with Tracy that NyQuil is making you a little delirious.
I am. Michael, it's so hard to stay away, and I really feel like crap. But Katharina, can you sing me a song before I dwindle away here? And these guys have to finish off this. Even if you don't have the music, just do a few quick bars for us.
Yeah. I actually have the music for the background music for it. So let's do it. Hold on a second here.
Pickles, be quiet. She's singing for us. Pickles lives with me now. She lost her job too. She's out of work.
All right, here we go. Let me start it over again because something really weird happened there. I don't know what. All right, so I'm going to do the You Ought to Know, all right?
All right.
If it would stop messing up on me, that would be nice. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sing anything for you guys if it keeps messing up. All right, here we go. I want you to know that I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. I know the bird in the nest, if she perverted like me, would she go down on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently, and would she have your baby? I'm sure she makes a really excellent mother. Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. When at bedtime you speak her name, does she know how you hold me, told me until you die, while you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross that you gave me. I don't know. You sing very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did you forget about me? Meant to do this to say I hate to bug you in the middle of the. It was a slap in the face. How quickly I was replaced. And now you're thinking of me when you first. Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And at that time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you hold me until you die, till you die, or you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross that you know, I don't know. There you go. I shortened it out for you. The rest is a bunch of.
Yeah. That was beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
Very nice.
That's why I didn't want to dedicate it to Sean, because it was like a mean song.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about dedicating it to you, Sean.
Sean, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted, Sean.
Oh, the dog was barking a little bit ago.
Oh. So yeah, Little Alanis Morissette. That was always one that people really enjoyed when I did live. They would just get down. They loved it.
Okay.
I was trying not to say the F word, but I was like, while I was doing it, I was thinking, what would replace that? So I kind of just like, yeah.
It's okay.
I didn't want to curse.
We do not use the F word on this show.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really say it.
We don't talk about drinking, smoking, or swearing in this show. Wait a minute, that's my fucking cigarettes at the bar. I'll be right back.
But I'm fun.
He's just funny.
Randy's
and so that was. I'm glad I got to do a little bit for you guys. So Tracy could hear. You never heard me before.
Great.
So
that was great. Definitely.
You know that song? You like Alanis Morissette?
Oh, I love her. I love her stuff.
I like to do her stuff. Her stuff is pretty cool. It's wicked. It's like, yeah, in your face.
Right. That's great.
I remember when that song came out.
Oh, it was such a hit, man. I mean, it was on the air for months. That's all you could hear was that song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that song when I was stripping in Tampa. Sure.
When you were stripping in Tampa?
Stripping in Tampa, they used to play that song. They also played Dude Looks Like a Lady. I made a lot of money at that.
I think Randy needs to go to bed.
That's hysterical.
Sean, I think we should hear you sing one now.
Your turn, Sean.
I don't think that'll work. Victor Santiago tried to get me on his show one time, and I can't carry a tune.
Well, we don't want you to carry it. We just want you to sing it.
It ain't gonna happen. If my oldest daughter was here, she can sing. She's had voice lessons and stuff, but yeah, she would probably take a crack at it, but not me.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend that does singing for weddings, operatic style. She's professionally trained, all that. I mean, gorgeous voice. And once a couple of years ago, she asked me to go with her to one of the wedding rehearsals. And yeah, sure, got nothing else to do. And we went in and we were sitting, and she kept looking over at me. And I said, "Why were you doing that?" I just wanted to see if you're going to go burst in the flame because you were in the Catholic Church. I said, "You know what? You're ignorant. You're really ignorant." don't melt, and we don't burst in the flame. We do have flying monkeys.
We do have flying monkeys.
Yeah.
I try to write in the comment part. I like the piccolo, but it just put up pickle. So that's why I came in with the pickle joke. I don't know if you guys understood what was going on. The piccolo.
I had not a clue. I just figured eventually I'll figure it out or not.
See why I didn't do the show
today? Randy being
home. We would have never made it to the show today. I appreciate you guys doing this, Sean doing this for me and Tracy, because I'm in a bed of roses right now. Oh, woo!
I'm sorry to hear that, Randy.
Lost Katharina.
I was looking forward to having chats with you.
Well, we chat on the phone, so but I didn't want to come out and ruin your show today and ask you stupid questions. And basically, I'm out here anyways being stupid. So I'm gonna let these guys finish up the show, and I'll see you guys shortly.
Okay.
I love Randy. He's a great guy.
I
wish I could see the comments so I can answer questions and stuff. If anybody had comments, I could, can comment on what they were saying, but I don't get to see that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just mainly people just saying that they're watching the show and whatnot. So I can't thank you enough for that song. That was just so pretty. You did such a fantastic job.
I would have
Yeah,
done
she
the
sang
rest, but I thought huh?
I said she
So go
sung
ahead.
2 songs on my show that night. So
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she comes on my show. She'll do 3.
Yeah, I'll come on your show.
there you
I'd love
go.
to.
Okay.
Hey, she might be able to pull a good Stevie Nicks. She's got the voice for it.
Oh, I
Okay.
do Stevie Nicks. I like to do Edge of 17 and Dreams, and those are my 2 really go-to Stevie Nicks songs that I really love and enjoy.
That's awesome. Well, since we're coming to the top of the hour, is there anything that you want to let people know? Maybe tell them again where they can find your music, and you have a Facebook page where, all that stuff.
The Facebook page, if you want to like it, it's the facebook.com, obviously. It's going to be /THE as in the, and then my first and last name, the Katharina Santana. That's the music page. And then for anything for music, like I said, there's the links have backslashes and all this stuff. So the easiest thing to do, like I mentioned, to Google Katharina Santana, and every little thing pops up, the music and bios and photos and my Facebook pages. And it's so much easier. All you just do is click. But I have a Spotify, I have a Beatport. You can stream me on Pandora and iHeart. I'm on some radio stations. I'm on the Veterans Voice Radio, Randy Stewart's W Rock Radio FM, Jake Radio, and I'm about to be on Hot 97 FM, which is in New York.
Okay.
So you can, like I said, it's the best thing to just Google the name. I know it sounds stupid, but really it's all organized there. And that way I don't have to sit here and backslash tell you blah, 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 backslash, blah, blah, blah. Just Google.
Yeah.
They did it all.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you for anybody that came on that I know and love. I appreciate you guys for sticking around to the end, or even coming on in the beginning, or even rewatching this. And I love all of you guys.
Very cool. Very cool. Do you have anything, Sean?
Well, I'd like to thank you, Tracy, for letting me co-host with you tonight, and Randy as well.
No problem.
I know he's been under the weather.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
thank you both. I forgot to say
There's
that.
sunshine.
Hey, I'm down here visiting with the king right now, and I thank you guys for taking care of my show for me. I was going to be out with Willie, but he smokes way too much dope. The King's got the better shit. You know what I'm saying? Elvis has got the better Quaaludes.
Wow. The vintage lemons.
Yeah. Pickles, will you stop it? I'll be I got to get rid of this girl, Pickles. Like, she got fired with me, and, it's not working. But anyways, I want to thank you, Katharina, for doing my show. Sean, I want to thank you for coming on my show and helping Tracy host. I don't call you as a co-host.
No
Both of you hosting on the show. Tracy, I thank you so much. And anybody got anything to say before we close out this crazy night?
I forgot to tell you guys thank you for taking time of your day and night to host and to talk to me.
My pleasure.
And Katharina, I'll get you the number for those charts. Katharina is in the top 30 on my radio station right now, so that's good.
Top 30, okay, good.
Yeah, I'll top 30. It changed, like I said, things change like they're like crazy, but hey, doing well. Guys, everybody, peace out. Beyond the green room.
Bye.